Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. If you are new, welcome. My name is Emily. I thought I would do today's video makeup free. I did my makeup yesterday. I just did not enjoy how it sat on my face at all, so I thought I would do this one bare-faced. Obviously I got back from holiday last weekend. I've still got a bit of a tan going on, but I thought I would run through all of my favourite products that I used on holiday, whether it be items, books, stuff that I used, bags. I've got quite a lot to get through because I did enjoy quite a lot of the stuff that I take. A lot of it is stuff that I do already use, so you probably would have seen it in like vlogs and stuff like that. But I'm just going to run through some. I think I'm going to start with products and just quickly run through them all. Again, as you will know, a lot of these are probably from Look Fantastic, so you can use my discount code. I will leave it in the description to get money off each purchase, but I'm going to quickly run through them now. So I think I'll save the sun creams until last after I've run through everything, but the first bit is going to be skincare. So I take my makeup off with a makeup wipe and then I go in with a cleansing balm. So this is the one that I was using. I got this in a little set. You would have seen if you watched the vlogs that this came with a cream that I really enjoyed. I've got it here actually, the Superfood Midnight Facial, and it came with a face wash which I really like. I've got the Elemis cleansing, which one is it? The marine cleansing one. I really like that. So I was using these are so good. This is just a standard cleansing balm, but it's just a mini size, so it's perfect for travelling, and I had a few uses left out of it, so I brought the rest home. And this cream was really good in an evening. Obviously it is a midnight facial, a nourishing sleeping cream. It was really good in an evening, especially if you've got sunburn, or because I was putting makeup on quite often, like every day pretty much, and then obviously taking it off, I was really rubbing at my skin and it got really quite red around here. So this was really good to help balance it out overnight and obviously avoid any dryness. Then the cream that I was really enjoying is always a favourite from me, is the Vitamin Enriched Face Base. This is really good at helping me not break out. I think it's because obviously it's got the vitamins in it. My skin really loves this cream. I love this cream. It's just really good and it sits really nicely under makeup as well, and it doesn't make my makeup separate, so that's really good. Then for eye cream, I have the Dark Circle eye cream, the brightening one from Ren Skincare. This is really good but quite pricey. It is worth the money. I'm nearly out of it now, but I did pick this up back in January because I remember taking this to Demi's. So it's lasted 6 months. And then I did pick up these Pixie Detoxify Eye Depuffing patches. I got these in the airport and I quite like using them, but I do get bored of face masks and stuff sitting on my face. I prefer like a cream, to be honest, but these were really good, especially after they'd been in the fridge and you put them on. It helped to depuff your eyes, which is great. Then we have the NARS Smooth and Protect Primer. This has been discontinued. I managed to pick this up on eBay. This will forever be my favourite primer ever to exist. I just absolutely love it. It's the best primer ever. I'm really annoyed that it's been discontinued. I'm hoping it's because they're changing the formula or packaging, because after I finish this I will not be able to get a new one. Granted, the one that I did have lasted me like 2 years or so or something. It was ridiculous. It lasted me ages, so this will hopefully last me just as long, and then by the time I need a new one I would have maybe found a new one by then, but yeah. Then we have concealer. So I really love the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer. It is expensive at like £26, however it is worth it. I don't do my makeup all that often. I do it on a Saturday usually, and just usually a Saturday. So that's like one day in a week. Obviously when I'm on holiday I do it every evening, but this is just a nice concealer. It's quite nourishing and sits on the skin really nicely. I did use the Kylie Cosmetics one yesterday and it just doesn't work for my skin. If you're going to use the Kylie Cosmetics one, you have to use a beauty blender, and I don't always want to use a beauty blender. I decided not to use one yesterday, like forgetting, and I thought, oh, you know what, I'll use that concealer, I'll give it a go, and I used a brush and it just went crumbly and like flaky, and I don't know why it does it, but I tried to rectify it anyway, and I sprayed a bit of Caudalie Beauty Elixir over it and it ended up being okay. Not fully okay, but I could work with it, you know, I didn't have to remove my whole face and start again. So they are just my basic makeup products, as well as two more. So the last one is the Laura Mercier cream setting powder. This is the blurring one, which is why it's got the pink lid, but I've had this quite a while now. I've had it a year and I've still got so much left because, again, I don't use that much of it. It is literally just to set my face. I don't bake with it or anything like that because I don't know why baking exists. I think it's such a stupid thing to be doing with your makeup. I am someone who gets oily. However, if I use too much powder, I can be quite cakey, and I don't like that look anymore. I've kind of like grown out of it. It is like a trend that used to happen way back in the day, but no, because flashback and everything like that, if you use flash on pictures, it's just not cool. I hate it. So I just use it minimally, like sparingly, and then if I need extra powder during the day, evening, whenever I'm wearing makeup, I do have the MAC Minimalist Skin Finish or something like that. It's a compact powder, and I just apply that with a gel of sponges. That's how I use this, to apply it as well, with one of the triangle sponges. It is the Beauty Works one, I think. They are the best because they have like a proper triangle to get right in. But yeah, another purchase in the airport which I have been really liking, which threw me off at first because in this container it is really like shiny look, and I was a bit thrown off by this at first. However, it's such a good product. I love it. It's the Maybelline Superstay 24-hour skin tint with vitamin C as well, which I think is why I really like it and it didn't break me out. I've got the shade 23, but I do need to pick up another shade and go a few shades lighter, just to, when I don't have fake tan on or anything and I want to put a bit of makeup on, or if we're on holiday and I need a lighter shade, then I can apply this. But this is so good. I really enjoyed this product. I would recommend to pick it up. I really, really liked it, and I didn't really need much makeup. I'm having a bit of a breakout here, but it is because I'm due on today, so my skin's going a bit dodge. But yeah, that is the best product ever. I really do like that compared to some of the foundations I've got. I really love this. Even this, I was mixing it in with my Estee Lauder Double Wear, which is quite a light shade, and it was just really nice and sitting on the skin nice. It didn't go cakey, it didn't go too oily or like separate or anything. It was really, really good. So, that being said, my face SPF were the Garnier. I've got the VHA Niacinamide Daily UV Invisible and Matte, and I've got the Vitamin C Daily UV Invisible. These are my face sun creams that I used. Both factor 50. I ended up using this one a lot more actually, which I'm quite surprised at because I did prefer this one when I was at home. Don't know why. I think this was just because it was in my makeup bag, to be honest, on the side, and this one I took out with me in the day and I never bothered to take it back out. But both of them are really good. Neither of them brought me out. I did have a bit of a breakout halfway through the holiday on the first weekend, well, the second weekend we were there, sorry. I had a spot up here, I had them like here and one here. However, I think that's just because I was reapplying sun creams on my face and stuff like that without washing it, and you know, it gets clogging your pores and everything. So yeah, I think that's why. I don't think it was the actual products in themselves. It was because I was just consistently like putting a bit of sun cream on my face throughout the week. It gets backed up, doesn't it? So they're my favourites. I would highly recommend these, and if you do have skin problems, this one over this one, because this one is quite shiny and oily, and this one is obviously matte and has skincare products in it like niacinamide and BHA, which is really good. And then I am quite prone to prickly heat. This is the first holiday I've been on where I've not got it. I wonder what that was then. It's someone reversing outside in a van. I did get it briefly on one day because I didn't realise I was sunburnt all across my chest and my back. However, that's why I got prickly heat, because my body was like, you are literally burning. Didn't realise until I had a shower, and then that's why I got prickly heat. However, I took 3 antihistamines on that day. You can take a few more antihistamines if necessary. I took 3, and then from that point I was taking 2 a day just because I didn't want to get it again. But this is a sun cream where I did not get prickly heat. It's a La Roche-Posay Visible Spray, high protection, ultra resistant, very water, sweat and sand resistant, no white marks, sensitive skin. I used the 30 and a full 50, so This is the one that I used, and I think I've only used about half of this 31. I've got a full 30 left and I used a full 50. So yeah, I did get burnt, so I just kept putting the 50 on in the end. It's for face and body as well, and I think it's a water-based sun cream, which is why I did not get prickly heat, because it didn't sit in my pores as much. So I really like this. I will definitely repurchase this for more holidays. It is worth the money for me. I think it's about £24 or something like that per bottle. It is about 19 on Look Fantastic. There's always discounts running, there's always sales on Look Fantastic, so I do recommend you check Look Fantastic first, because these I picked up on there and it was buy two get one free, so I got 3 for the price of 2, which is really good, literally a bargain, because I got one for free. So that's why I ended up with a factor 50, because otherwise I were just going to get 230. So it's a good job I did pick up a factor 50. And then, I don't know if any of you can tell, but I do have a bit of colour. Like, this is me with no fake tan on right now. Usually I am bright white, blending into the wall and whatnot, but yes, I've got a bit of colour, and I think it's because I use this. This is the Malibu Fast Tanning Bronzing Butter, and it's just like, it smells really good as well. It's just like a gel. I have brought the rest of this home because I didn't even touch half the tub, but I was just applying this every day over my SPF. I let my SPF soak in for about 10 to 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, and then I applied this everywhere. Quite often I did avoid it on my chest area where I am tending to get prickly heat, like here. I avoided that. Put it on my shoulders, my arms, my legs. My legs have got a bit of colour, which never happens because of this. So yeah, I would recommend that as a pale girl. I did continue wearing my fake tan, and I still got a bit of colour through it, as you can see. Obviously it did wash off, and for about a week I didn't put any more on, but then I got a bit pissed off and I'm just like, right, my fake tan's going back on. So yeah, this is what I used. Really good. You can get one with some SPF in, but I didn't see that when I picked this up in Chester, so I just picked this one up. So yeah. Then my lotion, like my after sun, I actually used the E45 cream. So I had 2 of these. It wasn't this one I took, what, 500ml. I think the ones that I took ended up being like a 250 bottle or 260 bottle or something, and I got 2 of them. Lewis picked them up for me, and I used both of them. Both of them were gone by the time we were coming home, which is really good, so it lasted me the full holiday. So I would have needed more than this, to be honest. But yeah, this is the cream I used. I did already have this one at home, but I'd used half of it, so I didn't want to take it with me. I wanted fresh ones. This has been really good because I get like dry skin here, and sometimes when you're watching my YouTube videos and I've got fake tan, and you will see this here, and I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but that's what it looks like when there's no fake tan on. So my fake tan sticks to it quite a lot, and it does look a bit weird. I do get dry skin in my armpits too. I don't actually think to put this on my armpits. I don't really know if it'd work if I went to use the deodorant, so that's why I've never bothered. But if anyone knows, let me know in the comments. But this has been such a good moisturiser. I started using this probably in like February time, end of January time, when I started getting that skin condition. I had like a really bad reaction to stress or something at the time, and I was just getting blotches all over my skin, like spots everywhere. They weren't spots, it just looked like chicken pox, but wasn't chicken pox. It was like a stress rash. Thank God it's cleared up before my holiday and everything, because Christ, I would have been mortified going, because it really upset me, that did. But this helped reduce that rash as well. So I would recommend people to use E45 if you've got sensitive skin, dry skin. And I also had a cream in a tube, which I used all of. I ended up binning, and I used that on my sunburnt patches. So when I had like a really big sunburnt patch, like my knees, I don't know how the hell my knees got so sunburnt, but they did. It always happens to me, that, and I don't know why, because I sun cream them. I don't know if it's because I tend to sit with my knees in the air maybe, and they're more at a point of the sun. God knows, I need to start sitting with my legs flat. But I was applying the thick lotion all over my knees, my sunburnt areas, and like my chest when I really burnt my chest. But yeah, that is just that. It's really good cream. I'd recommend it, and it's not that expensive, I don't think, especially if you get it in like Savers, B&M's maybe, Body Care, is it? Yeah, I was trying to think of it, and I was maybe Superdrug, but I think Superdrug is turning into Boots prices now, which Superdrug used to be like the cheaper drugstore. Boots used to be more expensive, but now they're on par, I'd say, to be honest. Then I'll move on to a hair product that I really like. So a lot of people were telling me to be warned in Mexico because it is really humid, your hair goes frizzy and everything like that. I did not experience that once. The first night we got there, my hair and hair extensions went a bit frizzy. However, the next morning I basically got up and I was like, right, I've brought this with me. It's the Dream Coat Supernatural Spray, magically transformed texture, amazing humidity proofing powers. This, I would recommend anyone to pick up a travel size of this or full bottle of this, whatever your heart desires. I would spray this in after each hair wash and blow dry it in, and my hair never once went frizzy. I put it in my extensions, blow dried it into my extensions as well when I put them back in. Never again did they go frizzy. It's absolutely fine. So this is really good. I'd recommend it for people who are prone to frizzy hair and humidity. Then I have these my scents, my go-to scents on holiday for the last year. Even when we was in Turkey this time last year and on the cruise and this holiday, my go-to scents have been the Sol de Janeiro 62 and the YSL Libra Intense. This is such a nice smelling perfume. I've got it on now on my top and I can just smell it. It smells so good. This to me is a woman's perfume. This is what I describe as a woman's perfume. And then this is just like really sweet and like summery and holiday vibes, both of them together, unreal. This I picked up in a little set, which I don't have the rest with me because I use them on holiday and then bin them, was a miniature cream and also a shower gel. The shower gel lasted me like the 2 weeks as well, so I would recommend getting the travel sized packet of this. The cream you can just put on your shoulders. I did have the big cream last year, but it was just far too thick and made me get prickly heat. So I wasn't going to use that again, but I did want it to put on my shoulders and stuff to layer it with the spray in an evening, which in the end is what I did, and yeah, it was really good. I ended up using all of that cream and I just love layering them. But yeah, the shower gel lasted me the 2 weeks. I would recommend getting the travel size one over the big one because I got the big one for Turkey last year. I didn't even make a dent on the big one and we were there for 10 nights. So yeah, again, I'd recommend the mini versions. Then in an evening, I always use like a glow product to put on my shoulders and my chest, my legs maybe. The last few years I've been using the Trinity Glow by Chloe Adair. This is really good. I really do like it, and obviously I use Chloe Adair's Fake Tan. However, I do think they are cheaply made. The pump on all of mine has broken, so I have to pour it out. All of the ones I've had, the pump's broken completely, so they just won't spray anymore, which is really annoying, but I just pour it out on the brush, scrub it all over my body and I'm good to go. It's really good, it gives you a good glow, has a bit of a tint in it, and it's really good if you do wear fake tan because it doesn't strip your fake tan off, and obviously that is the reason she made it. The only thing is there's no like ingredients on the packet or how long it can be open. Obviously it will be on the website, but I've had this one quite a while now. Because I'm sure I picked these up when I went to an event like 2-3 years ago, 2.5 years ago. So yeah, I take this on every holiday, use it all the time, and I just love it. It smells really good too. It smells like a fake tan, so a fake tan is like coconut smell. Really good, I would recommend, but I do really want to try the Sol de Janeiro one, so if anyone's ever tried that, let me know, because my thing is, I don't like my hair sticking in the products, especially if I've got them down but I still want body glow on. That's the only issue with me not wanting to try another. But yeah, moving on. The last beauty item I have is just my razor. So this is like a pubic hair razor, for example. Well, not example, it is. I take 2 razors, so this is my pubic hair one for my bikini line and everything. I don't get waxed, I just shave. I don't want to get waxed, the thought of it goes through me. Somebody sitting there staring directly at my nunny. No thank you. So I just take matters into my own hands. The Gillette razor, this one, is really good. I like it. You just remove the head with the little button here, and you can buy other head packets. You don't have to keep rebuying the razor. It is the Gillette Venus. You will have seen it, and then there's products also to go with this, so you can get like an exfoliating thing. You can get the shaver gel and you can get a moisturiser too, which helps to not get razor bumps and ingrown hairs and stuff like that. But this has been a god saviour for me for the last year and a bit. I've been using these for that long and it's just been really good. It is a lot smoother at shaving that area than a normal razor. I will use a normal razor for the rest of my body, like my armpits, my arms, my legs. I always shave my arms. I always have done since school. I don't know why, I just prefer it. I like them smooth. But yeah, this is literally just for pubic region, and if anyone struggles, try this and the products that come with it because it's so good. I really enjoyed it. They are expensive, but I think they are worth it, especially if you're someone like me that can't be bothered going to get a wax or anything, because you just do it like, I don't really want anyone looking at my nunny, but hey ho. Then we have the makeup bag that I took. This was so good. So I used to take like 2 or 3 makeup bags on holiday, and then I got this one last year in white from Primark, and then I saw this one this year and I just had to get it because I really love the colours. So it's one of these, and all my makeup goes in the bottom, all my brushes go on one side and all my skincare on the other, and I just really love it. It is so handy and fits everything in that I take away on holiday with me, and yeah, I just really love it. If you are in a Primark and you see one of these, I'd recommend to pick it up and maybe keep your other makeup bag for other things. Like I've still got my other ones, I just keep them anyway just in case I do ever need them. Sometimes I'll put my hair products and stuff in there when we are travelling just to keep them in a pouch. But yeah, this is so good for makeup and travelling, and your brushes, skincare, everything. So I feel like I'm going through this video really quick. It's already been 22 minutes and I've still got a few last little bits left. My dad's going to paint the stairs soon, so I need to be able to get back up and down them. And I don't know if me and Lucy are nipping out today. I think we are, because we need to get the rest of Austin and Andrea's parcel swap. We met some American friends on holiday and we said we're going to do a huge parcel swap for like snacks and stuff, so that's what we're doing. We need to finish getting the rest of that. But this bag, I love my Marc Jacobs tote bags. This one was my favourite one on holiday. I took it out most days just because of it being small, compact, it fit everything in. My big one was too big, however it was perfect for travelling. I never ended up using that big one, which is really annoying because I did intend to, but obviously we lost a week of our holiday due to the wet weather, so that was fantastic. Another bag that I did love was this one. This is, and again, a Marc Jacobs tote bag. It is the mesh one, so sand does get in the bottom of it, so you just have to be careful with that. But yeah, I use this one several times on holiday too. And I just really prefer the medium tote bags to the large at the moment, because obviously we've been going to hotels recently where you get your towels at the pool and the hotel provide pool towels, which I think is such a good thing at this day, because I used to hate taking a pool towel. I used to hate buying them. I feel like every year I would buy a pool towel and I'd always bin it by the end of the day, or by the end of the holiday, sorry. Which is not really good. I'd rather the hotel just provide them. It's less weight in our suitcase as well, so it was always handy when that is a thing. But the last thing I will talk about is the book that I read. So I read this. This has been doing its rounds on TikTok, I believe. It ends with us. It's been like social media craze to read this book, but I didn't really think anything of it until I actually sat and read it on holiday, and I really enjoyed it. I haven't read in a long time. I don't actually remember the last time I took a book on holiday, to be honest. But obviously we were there for 2 weeks. We had a long plane journey there and back, so I got a book. Well, Lewis picked it up for me actually, and I read some of it on the plane. I managed to finish this. I started it on the Friday on the plane and I finished it by Sunday afternoon around the pool. I couldn't stop reading it. I was loving it. And then Lewis didn't pick me up the second one, which is really annoying, because then I was like, well, what happens next? I don't know what happens next. I need to know what happens next. I ended up buying it on my phone because Austin and Angie tried getting it me off their Amazon to see if it would be quicker to get to Mexico, but it was still saying like when we'd already been and gone. So I was like, no, you know what, I'll just buy it on my phone. The hotel didn't end up having it. They tried to find it everywhere in the hotel as like a book swap, but they only had this one, which is annoying again. I would have preferred to read the book rather than sit on my phone, but anywho, I was impatient. So I did buy it on my phone, and I read it on my phone, the second one, and I think there's going to be a third. If anyone else has read them, let me know in the comments what you think, but we didn't get a reaction. Pardon. Like, I don't know. All the people that I expected a reaction from I did not get, including the girl that the book was about herself. What? So I feel like I need a third. I want a third. The movie for this is coming out in August, I believe. So I'm excited to watch that. I'm hoping it's going to keep to the similar lines of the story, because I hate when you've read a book and you go and watch the film and it's nothing like the book. It irritates me. Already the characters are not what I thought. When you're reading the book and you're imagining them, the characters don't look like how they should look. Like, why is Lily, what's her name, Ryan Reynolds' wife? Because in the film clips that I've seen, she looks quite a lot older than what Lily's described in the book, in my opinion, but I'm not judging, you know, just seems a bit odd. And Ryle as well seems a lot older than how he was described in the book, and a lot smarmier, but then again he's a neurosurgeon, so it kind of makes sense. And then what's his name? What is his name? Atlas. He looks like a big nerd, but yet Alyssa was describing him as a Greek god. Yeah, none of the characters match my envision of how they were meant to look. But anyway, this was a video of the products that I really enjoyed on holiday, and I will end up taking them all again on my next holiday. I really love them, and again, my bags, my books, my summer scents, all of them I loved. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed watching. I hope you all like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what other videos you want to see from my channel in the comments, and I will see you all again for another video.